Hi, Jim Schreiner here. I want to thank you for following me on my Jesus Christ Enough Already tour. You know, I'm still traveling the country in my RV, talking to people about health and wellness, nutrition, faith, the power of healing, prayer, religion. I'm trying to focus on anything that I think could help make this world a better place. Jill and I followed a principle, a theory, whatever you call it, called humanism. It was humans looking out for other humans. You don't have to follow a religion. You don't have to follow a God or a deity to be a better human. So I'm trying to teach humanism, humans helping other humans. Today's going to be my last segment. I've been talking about nutrition all week. And I want to talk about juicing. You know, I was blessed and honored over the years. I got to work with the late and great Jack LaLanne. I've actually stood on stage with Jack LaLanne. The guy lived to be 100, I think. Jay Kordich, one of my heroes, was the original juice man years ago, and I think he passed away recently, but he lived a nice, healthy, long life. They didn't suffer from any chronic disease, died of old age. And one of the things I want to focus on is they did practice juicing. But over the years, as science has evolved and we've learned more and more about the human body and how the body works, we found that juicing may not be the absolute best way to stay healthy. I started blending years ago, and instead of juicing, I have a very powerful blender. And what that does, I want you to think about this. When you juice foods, yes, you need the nutrients from those foods, and that's what fuels this human body. I said it earlier, I want you to imagine that this body is an Indianapolis 500 race car. Well, you can't expect that race car to go very far, very fast on Twinkies and donuts and fast food hamburgers, but rather that car, that your body needs rocket fuel. Where do you get rocket fuel? We know this for a fact from the earth, from fruits and vegetables. Well, the best way to give your digestive system a break and to get those nutrients effectively into the cells of your body, it's been proven that you need to blend them or juice them. But listen to this carefully. Science has now proven that when you juice your fruits and vegetables, you actually strip out most of the fiber. Well, that fiber does a lot. Well, first off, it helps clean out the body. It keeps you regular. It keeps your intestinal tract clean. But it also acts as a lightning bolt. I call that a lightning bolt. What it does is actually slows down the absorption of nutrients. Because what happens when you consume, let's say, a piece of celery or a piece of broccoli or cauliflower, it's loaded high density fiber. That fiber slows down the rate that food goes into the bloodstream. And by doing so, it tells the body that it doesn't need to produce very much insulin to help regulate your blood sugar. It slows down the rate that food goes into the bloodstream. But when you juice your fruits and vegetables, it strips out that fiber. So when you drink that raw juice, granted it's great for you and it gives you the nutrients that you need, but it then goes into the bloodstream too quickly. And when it does that, you then see a spike in insulin. That's why diabetics, with both my parents were insulin dependent diabetics, I think it's close to a fourth of America is in some degree dependent to insulin. So a person that's dependent to an insulin, a diabetes or a pre-diabetic, they can't juice because that juice goes into the bloodstream too quickly. But they can blend, because what happens when you blend that food, you've retained all the nutrient value, but you've also retained all of that fiber. It's all still in there. Yes, it's a lot thicker and it may be a little harder to drink, but guess what? You literally have left everything that was in that food, everything that came from this earth, the nutrients, the carbohydrates, the protein, the enzymes, and the fiber have stayed in that food. It's just now in liquid form. And what that does is it allows your body not to work so hard at breaking it down. Because remember, your body is a machine that breaks down solids into liquids. It has to be put into liquid form in order for it to feed the cells of your body. So by doing this, by blending it, you've actually helped the body break it into liquid form. So it lets your body, in essence, rest a little bit while it's digesting the food. But you've kept all the nutrient value as well as all the fiber in that food. So I would encourage you today to go out and get you a blender. You can go to Walmart and get one for $20, or you can find one at a garage sale. But I don't juice my food. I blend it. And I think it's one of the reasons why I've stayed healthy for 56 years. And one of the reasons why I'm going to live disease-free to 103. Thank you for following me on Jesus Christ Enough Already tour. I hope that tip was helpful today. We're talking about blending our foods to stay nutrient rich. You know what? I'll see you on the road.